Hello everyone, welcome back to Roll. I'm here with my table of large names for large numbers, so hopefully I will misspeak fewer times this time, because oh boy, those last couple of episodes, when the numbers get big, my brain completely shut off. Let's see what we've got going on in our shop. Big additions today, so we're going to go for something slightly different here. Last time I piled everything onto one number, which it was pointed out to me that if I want to combine that with something on the second dice, it means that the odds of it popping off are only 1 in 36 to get the exact pair that I need. So I'm going to try and go for a decent average number on the first dice, and then we'll worry about putting multipliers on the second dice after that. So, as we always have to do, we will chew through the early stuff. I'm going to take all of these because they're all generally decent sized upgrades rather than 1s and 2s, which are always a bit more awkward. Let's get that to 7. And then we'll stick the 5 somewhere else. Right. Let's put it here. We can have that as an odd number as well. Then we'll go for our 750. Now, some part of me wants to start keeping a record of how many rolls left I have by the time it gets to the first shop upgrade. So 2250 is nice and easy to remember. Not that I will actually write it down, but I'd love to know if there's a more efficient way than another to get to that first shop upgrade. Let's take our free reroll. Right. What do we want? A lightweight adds a reroll to a die face of your choice. Rerolls the die additional times according to the amount specified, does not stack with other reroll effects, replaces or replaced by glue and other added rerolls. Note, when a die is rerolled in any way, it can only affect other rerolled dice. Example, a multiplier is the only rolled die, its result is 0. And this is adjacency multiplier. Replaces a die face of your choice with an adjacency multiplier. When rolled, this face will have the value of all orthogonally adjacent numeric dice times 1. Does not stack with multipliers. On reroll, can target dice that are not rerolled. So that directly compares itself against this rule that says only applies to things that are rerolled. So the question then becomes, what do I actually want to buy? Because the problem is, the die that we've been buying stuff for is always going to be the center of our first 5 dice. Whereas if we're going to put this adjacency reroller onto it, I would want that on the die furthest away, or like one across from my bigger numbers. I think I'm still going to put it here and then try and build out the dice around that. Let's also take the reroller. Before I purchase it, I'm going to try and triple check that I understand its impact. So, adds a reroll to a die face, rerolls the die additional times according to the amount specified, does not stack with other reroll effects, replaces glue and other rerolls. Note, when the die is rerolled in any way, it can only affect other rerolled dice. Unless this is rerolled, it can target other dice that are not rerolled. So we can put this on this, and that should be good for us. So now what we want to do is load the adjacent dice with bigger numbers so that they can be multiplied by that adjacency value. So we'll take the 14, stick it on the 1 because the 1 is the smallest thing. We'll take the 12. So what we want to see, as it boots me back out to the shop because I used the flag, is... I'm not going to be able to capture it very well because every time it comes up the first time it gets re-rolled. Also, this is a 9. The 9 is actually cheaper than the +6. That's what I wanted to check, because there's no point in adding 6 to 3 to make 9 if it costs more than just putting a 9 out on its own. So we'll take the 9. Put that there. And then we probably want to put the weight on the adjacency re-rolling dice. As much as it's only a lightweight for now. Hopefully it should pay dividends. Is that going to be okay with the reroll? Adds a lightweight to a die face of your choice. The weighted face is more likely to roll. Limit 1 weight per die. This is lower right corner, so it's not going to impact our 2 times reroll, is it? No, good. That's what we wanted to see. Am I going to buy these just because they're there? I suppose I am. Then we will go for our second shop upgrade. I'm going to keep increasing the average of this right-hand side die. Still, my brain cannot pull out the correct version of die or dice when I want to talk about singular or plurals. It's 1 die, many dice. This is +6. Put it there. So many pips. Right, we will no, we won't re-roll. We will shop upgrade. We could re-roll if we wanted to get more cheap stuff from the shop now, but I'm not that invested in buying more of these types of upgrades. I'm more invested in getting this extra die on the left that will also be impacted by the adjacency multiplier. Right, what do we want here first? 50. And then add 50 to itself, and then double it, I think. So we're going to put that 50 on this 1 over here. It's still going to be impacted by the orthogonally adjacent stuff. We'll add that 50 to itself to get to 99. And now hopefully we should be able to start building some early spending money for the middle game. Add a multiplier to a die face of your choice. The value is the face will be multiplied by the specified amount whenever it's rolled. Super. Right, what else do we have? 6 incrementers. 6 half incrementers. Place the die face of your choice with a single face multiplier. When rolled, this face will have the value of the highest number times 5. What I actually want first, before that I think, is another adjacency multiplier. If I can have more of the central dice faces being adjacency multipliers, even though this has a weight and a reroll on it, I think I would prefer more things to be adjacent rerollers in the center. Right. When we buy another dice through a shop upgrade, it's going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dice. So let's get the die with numbers 1 through 49 on it, because they will give us more value from our adjacency multiplier when they come up in that position, because that's going to populate here. Then I guess we can take a +8. It's going to do us very little harm. And we'll stick that here. And then 6 half incrementers. We'll just put that on whichever dice has the lowest set of numbers, which is probably this one on the right now. Although the one on the left only has a 99 and nothing else to be working with. So here we'd be improving 5 numbers. Yeah, we're making 4 very small numbers here versus 2 kind of much smaller numbers here. So I guess we'll do it on this side, even though we have a 99 that's not going to get the benefit. And we'll take the 5x value, put that somewhere as well. So we want that on the dice with the smallest values on it because we want to be able to get 5 times 99 or 5 times 44. So we'll stick this over here. I'll stick it on the 7 just so we can preserve the 5. Although there's no 5 here, there's no 5 there, so that seems less pertinent. So maybe we won't. We won't worry about getting for 5s and primes and whatnot. Right, I'll skip that. Do I want 2 additional dice of all 1s? I don't think so right now. Let's go for our next shop upgrade. I think we're building value reasonably quickly now. Then reroll. While you have less than 6 dice, all dice will be increased by the bonus percentage. Now, this is really good because, as somebody pointed out to me, we can take things like this and they don't have to worry about all of them being 5s. We could get all of our 99s up by 500%. It would mean, however, we can't ever buy our last shop upgrade. We would be stuck on this tier of shop upgrades because I did buy 1 extra dice already. But let's see how that goes. Do I want to get any of the cheaper stuff first before we start climbing for 24k? Let's get a 3x on something. Do we do it on a 44 now, or on an 18 that's going to increment larger? I'm going to take the instant gratification option. We don't want die rebates because we're going to try and avoid buying more dice. So let's get this 500% going. Value's increasing at a reasonable pace, and that's going to go up 5 times faster as soon as we buy this. And apart from our 99, about half of our numbers will be even at this stage. Yeah, look at that, race up now. So we'll buy this. Single face multiplier, highest number times 2. Sure. Especially because we can buy it outright already. And we'll start sticking those down here where this dice is not doing very much yet. I'll buy this 32 as well, just because it's so cheap comparative to where we are. We can replace that. And now, do we want incrementers? Probably, especially at the value they are. Even though half the time these numbers won't be even, the other half the time they will be until we cap out at 99. But even then, there'll still be fewer than 6 dice, so the 99s will all be, what would it be, 495s? Right, so we're not doing this ever, is the intention. We're not buying more dice either. When you roll numeric value divisible by 2, the dice will be rolled additional times. That's kind of good because with that, the even numbers that are rolled will always progress stuff to an odd number 1 step faster. Let's take the 10x first. The temptation is to swap the 2x that we have on the 99 to a 10x. Actually, so if we go back to the shop and don't buy that, it's refunded to us, which is lush, because it means I can buy this 95 instead. Put that here. then save up a little bit more and put the 10x on the 95 and keep the 2x on the 99, and that way we have more larger numbers with larger multipliers. Rerolls doubles for 100%. We don't have multiple 99s yet, but we could make a whole lot of 99s. So we've got a 95 here, a 99 there. We don't have any +5s or anything at the moment though. But if we buy this, stick it on that bottom die with the 95 on it. Two of them have incrementers, so they're going to get to 99 in no time. So we want to click the 95 and not accidentally click one of the other parts of the dice, which is definitely not a mistake I've made in the past. Then we'll take a 5x. Right, we've reached the stage where stuff is relatively cheap and affordable in only a couple of rolls, so there's going to be a lot of back and forthing in the shop now. There's a heavy weight over there that we should definitely invest somewhere. I'm going to invest that on the times 10 that we have. Stick that here, I think. We'll get the doubles now that we have 99s have the possibility of rolling doubles. At least I think they should. And if they don't, they will very soon. 4 times the most common number, so hopefully this will become 4 times 99. So we'll stick that somewhere that's not currently got 99s on it. We'll stick that over here, I guess. Right, this is die adders that we don't want. 4-leaf clover is irrelevant to us as we don't have any lottery stuff going on. Right. All numeric faces with a value less than 13 will be rolled an additional time. We don't need that anymore. Lottery bonuses we don't need. 6 half incrementers can't hurt. If we're trying to get everything to 99 eventually. This is 6 incrementers, this is 6 half incrementers. Well, we'll take the 6 full incrementers then. That will be twice as efficient. And are we going to stick it here or here? Let's stick it in the center. Get these numbers going up. Because the other 4 faces of that die aren't doing anything for us. We want the 5x. That's going to go on the other one that's coming up to 99. And then we'll take +4. That will get this one to 99, which is great. Glad I stopped to look at that. I'll take the half incrementers, because if we have any dice without an incrementer, it seems to be worthwhile having. We'll do that down here. Then we don't need die breeders. Replaces a die face of your choice with a shop refresh adder. Every 50 times this face is rolled, it grants an additional free refresh in the shop. I'm tempted to put that on our central dice that's not doing a super lot for us, because the adjacency weights are the reroll targets. So I don't know if I'll lose out on some value there, but I think the extra rerolls will be worthwhile. We'll take another multi-face multiplier, because again we're looking to get to as many 99s as possible. We'll stick that on here that's not currently being incremented up. And a 37 is way bigger than a 9. Reroll time? I think so. Got another 10x. When you roll a number divisible by 5, roll 2 additional times. Upon purchase, your highest scoring die will always be doubled. Does not apply to effects which multiply the entire roll. Definitely going to want to pick that up. We will add a die's value to itself and make another 99 somewhere. At least I hope we will. No, it's going to have to be probably this 44. We didn't have anything in the 50 to kind of 55 range that I was hoping for. We'll take the 2x as it's cheap, then the 10x. Let's see, you can go... This side does not currently have any weights on it, although these numbers are all much larger. Then the 10x. Past our halfway mark in rolls. This is a 10x. Where are we going to put that? These are still growing only slowly. This has a weight. Is it a kilo weight? It is. So we'll just put this on something that has no multiplier at all. Then I wanted double our highest die. Let's see how many rolls it is to get 100 grand for that upgrade. It's about what, 15-ish? I'll take another multi-face multiplier on one of our other dice that's doing not as much work. Don't want die booster adders. I don't want to swap anything. We've mitigated for that. Whenever you roll a number divisible by 5, it will be rolled 2 additional times. How many of our numbers is that right now? It's basically... These 95s are actually worthwhile at the moment before they change, because they don't have incrementers on them. And then all of this stuff is going to change with the incrementers, and then every 5th increment will be divisible by 5, as is this 40. So I think that investment's probably worth making now. Particularly because we don't have any kind of global rerolls on everything yet. Don't need to move stuff. Single face multiplier, I guess we'll put somewhere. That can go... You're increasing. Here, I suppose. Avoiding the upgrade. Must not click that by mistake. Time to reroll. Right, we've got an opportunity to set all die faces to where we want it to be. We've got an incrementer. Lottery failures, numeric bonuses. The value of all numeric faces will be multiplied by 5. All non-numeric faces will have no effect or value. We will probably pick that up, because eventually we're going to want to just turn everything to 99s and work on Yahtzees. And I think we're going to want a void. Replace a die face of your choice with a void face. When rolled, this face will have no value. When this face is not rolled, it multiplies the value of the rolled face by 2. Consumes all existing weights on the die. A die with a void cannot be weighted. So if we put that on, say, one of these 95s, whenever we see one of the 99s, they'll be doubled. We'll lose the weight on the times 10, but 5 times out of 6, we will get double the value, and 1 times out of 6 will get no value. And that seems like a massive beneficial trade-off. So where do we begin? I want a 94 somewhere, I think. Yeah, we're going to want to put that, I think, here. Because as much as these have half incrementers on, these numbers are still really small. So I'm going to put the 94 there. Then I'm going to buy this incrementer, and I'm going to put it on that 94. Could have done it with the 97 as well, but this will be fine. Then after that rolls 6 times, it will be 99, and we can set all values on that dice to be 99. Adjacency reroller times 3 would be good, apart from that the non-numeric faces will soon have no effect as well as no value. So we don't care about rerolling effects if we're going to eliminate those shortly. So let's take a 5x and just put that on something worthwhile. Let's do this 94 because that will become a 99 very swiftly, hopefully. 6 rerollers can't hurt on something that's not currently being rerolled. We're going to probably put the void down here, so we'll avoid... Oh no, voids take weights, not rerolls, don't they? So we'll put rerollers down here. Then this we need to wait for the 99. This I'm going to put on that top die, because that's lacking in something very, very close to 99. And actually, I'm spending all this time thinking about making something else 99 to change loads of numbers. Would I be better off just changing all of this to 99 while it has the opportunity to do so? Seems that that would make sense. Otherwise, I'm just waiting to do it on a different dice when I have a perfectly opportune moment to do it on a dice that I can already see. Right, let's... if we take the numeric bonus... The numeric bonus will work with the void, I think. Because this... When it's rolled, it doesn't do anything anyway. When it is not rolled, it multiplies the value of a roll by 2. And this has the value of all numeric faces being multiplied by an amount, and all non-numeric faces will have no effect or value. Now the question is, when the void isn't showing as a face, does it still lose its effect? Or will its effect be in play because the dice is on a non-showing face? I guess we can figure that out manually by taking them both and then kind of just doing the experiment looking at the numbers. So we'll take the void first. I'm going to put the void here. We lose our weight, which is fine. We're going to want to work up to this. But as we do so, let's just see. 99 times 10 attached multiplier times 2 void plus 100%. Roll result 47,000. Attached roll times 1. 95 times 2. So this is currently gaining times 2 because of the void, which is what we wanted. So now when we buy this, that's a passive. We'll go back to rolling before we look to buy anything in the shop. And it seems, just on the left, just here, when the text appears, 99 times 5 attached multiplier times 2 for void plus 100% doubles bonus plus 500% less than 6 bonus times 2 highest die multiplied times 5 numeric multiplier for 118,000 for that die on that roll. So it seems that even though we took the, where is it? The non-numeric faces having no effect, even though the void is a non-numeric effect, because it's not showing as one of the 5 faces during the roll, we still gain its benefit. I don't know if that's working as intended, but for now, we are going to gain the benefit of both parts. We don't care about lottery failure rerolls. We don't care about adjacency rerollers now that we have the numeric bonus going on our other dice. Bonus is less than 13, don't care. Doubles reroll. Definitely want the 10x. That's an easy choice to make. Where are we going to put it? Something that doesn't currently have a multiplier. 99s over here are a good choice. Plus 3. Do we have a 97? We do, so we can take plus 3, put it on the 97 to get to 99. And then we want to change those non-numeric faces as soon as possible. We will buy a weight, because those are still having effects. It just doesn't matter on the void dice for those. Although if we see other voids, we will probably want to invest in them. I'm going to do it on this 99 times 10 for the kilogram weight there. We'll do one on another dice as well. And currently, we can afford everything with a single roll, which is lovely. Heavyweight over here. Don't need any of that stuff. Numbers less than 13, don't mind. Rerolls doubling. When you roll doubles, roll both dice again. Sure. We don't have a universal re-rolling strategy quite yet. Lottery failures, no weights increase. That's to increase the numbers by 3, but we do have a lot of weights. A plus 5 is going to be good somewhere to get something else to 99. Probably this here with the 10x on it. Add rerolls. Another void here we will purchase. And we will put that probably on this left-hand side dice to make it effectively a copy of this. Obviously, we just put that kilogram weight on, but I'm fine losing it for the benefit of the voids doubling. What natural rerolls do we have right now? Doubles, rolls once. Numbers divisible by 2, reroll an additional time. So I think these rerolls are worth taking at this moment. Lottery failures and no weight increases I'm less concerned about. What I really want to do is just chew through my rerolls, trying to get to the capacity of words escape me. Setting all of these things to 99 on all faces, but we'll get there eventually. I'm going to put a reroll on this 99 here. And we'll put the 3x reroll on this 99 times 10 over here. 39. Do we have a number? Actually, I'm going to buy the 39. And because the non-numeric face values have no purpose to us at all anymore, I'm going to start replacing those with just general numbers. Don't need that, don't need that. So again, I'll buy a generalized number, kick that off of there. 10x is going to be worthwhile. If across all rolled dice, none of the faces are weighted, gain 100%. I'm going to purchase this, actually, because eventually we're going to want to have one void on each dice. And in doing that, we will, by default, have no weight on any of our dice. Now we have a couple of 10x's to purchase up here. Let's see, 99 with nothing going on with it. And the same for this one. I'm at that point in the run where I have no idea if this is going to kind of be lackluster, like low billions, or really pop off to something incredible. 10x on another 99. I could take 30 grand for some rerolls. You have rerolls, you have a reroll. I'll stick you there then. Moving dice doesn't matter to me. Single face multipliers no longer apply. There's a set all faces that we needed, as well as an add die face number to itself, which is important. No weights and lottery bonuses don't matter. So, do we have a good candidate for turning everything to 99s? This one up here, because then we're getting rid of 2 non-numerical faces. So before I do that, I'm going to buy this 85. I'm going to stick that here, because this adjacency reroller was giving us no value, and we're going to want to turn that into 99s in a moment. Let's add a value to itself as well. So you have all 99s, you have a 99 candidate, you have a 99 candidate. So we're just going to have to double that 85. Not the most efficient, but suitable enough. Right, now let's get this set all die faces. That's going to go on here. Or here. What I'm starting to wonder, because we never upgraded our shop fully, because we're trying to use the only 5 dice bonuses, are we never going to see Yahtzee bonuses because we didn't upgrade the shop to a high enough tier? That is now a concern of mine. Does every dice have a 99 on it? Yes. So we don't need any more incrementers. We don't need to buy any numeric faces specifically for that. Single face adjacency bonuses are no good to us. Numbers with less than 13 don't matter. We've got 2 of these, which is incredible. Let's just plow on straight up to those. So we'll make all of you 99s. And we'll do the same on this side. So now, apart from the voids, every face is a 99 face. We want the times 4 on one of them. I'm not going to worry about the kilo if we're going to be looking for voids. There's one there. Runs don't matter. Add half die quantity. All numeric faces have half the quantity of dice added to their roll result. This effect occurs before bonuses and after multipliers, rounds down. So that would be an additional 2 in value to all of our rolls. I wonder if across 1,000 more rolls that would actually have a meaningful impact. I'm going to stick that on this side because this has a times 5 on it, whereas these guys have fewer multipliers. That eliminates the weights. We don't need incrementers. We don't need single face multipliers. I will buy this while we have the opportunity to buy it. Because with a lack of free rerolls, things are going to get way more expensive to maintain my multiplier habit. Buy one, get one free. Whenever you purchase an upgrade from a shop, another cheaper upgrade will have its cost reduced to 1. You may purchase this passive multiple times. For each purchase, an additional upgrade will be made. Well, a triples bonus we definitely want. The rest we don't care about. And so what I'll do is I'm going to buy one, get one free. Purely that in the future, there's a chance that we'll buy one of the passives and the other passive will become free. So now we'll get triples increased by 100%. So this line became cheaper. Not that we want any of those right now. So I guess at this point we're just going to have to start paying for rerolls if we want to develop more passives more quickly. Squares we don't have. No 99s is definitely no good to us, but we want these 5x's up top. And we'll start filling up the multipliers on the dice with voids first. Don't need incrementers. It's interesting that something stayed discounted until you purchase, even after the reroll. There's a void that I completely miss existing. So we'll put that here. Then we just need one more for the central dice. Then I don't think we need anything else. Get ourselves a reroll. Runs are no good. Single set of a kind. Whenever you roll a single Yahtzee, triple or double, gain the bonus percentage. You may roll one of each type, but not two of the same. You must have an active effect for this bonus to apply. Two of a kind without doubles, including rolls or bonuses, does not apply. 5 of a kind plus 5 of a kind with Yahtzee effect equals 2 times Yahtzee, does not apply. 8 of a kind with Yahtzee and triple equals 1 Yahtzee and 1 triple. So I think that means that we currently have a bonus to doubles rerolling and triples bonus. So we'll have 1 triple. So I think this is actually going to be beneficial for us. We also want this 5x. Let's do that first because it's cheaper. And now we can just make sure that every 99 with a void has a multiplier on it. And then once we've done that, we'll see if we can't just start increasing whichever one is smallest. So I am going to buy a single set of a kind. Hope that has a meaningful impact on things. More stuff gets discounted. Runs we don't need. Plus 10 we don't need. 1.6 million. He triple checked in his head before he said it for the reroll. Just a 2x here. I don't know if we can have glue and voids. I don't know if we would want or need to either. Because we do have some faces that are re-rolling. Add glue to a face of your choice. When a face with glue is re-rolled, it gets stuck to the glued face and all following re-rolls. Replaces / replaced by attached re-rolls. So, in theory then, we would need something on the die, like this, causing rerolls, and we would want to glue a different side of that face. And we'd want to start with something with a triple reroll on it as a preference, I think. but I want that triple reroller with a 10x to appear more frequently, so I'm not sure glue is what I need. If you understand what I should be doing with glue right now, let me know down in the comments, and then next time we play, maybe I will have a better grasp of best use for glue. Because I think you have to use it in situations where you have rerolls, but I don't know if I want it on... Replace the reroller, probably not. We want it on something else on the dice, another face that doesn't have rerolls. In any case, I don't think I want anything else here. So, more expensive rerolls. No weights increase. The value of all numeric faces is divisible by 5. 99 is not. There is a 10x up here, though, that we certainly want. And we want that up on the void dice that doesn't have multipliers on it currently. Just want to check. Yeah, we are getting one of our large bonuses from the fewer than 6 dice bonus. Somebody had recommended, I think there was something like the bonus for having numbers lower than 13 on everything, or the if you set the primes, if you set all the dice to only having 5s with primes, but then having more than 6 dice doing that will be an interesting run to get at some point. Right, don't need this, don't need this, don't need that. Reroll. So I'm starting to wonder how many of the passives that we would ideally see we're now simply not going to see because we didn't upgrade our shop completely. It's a shame I can't upgrade the shop completely and then delete a dice, but I don't think there's any capacity for that. There's ones to move and swap faces and swap locations, but not remove a dice completely. Adds a reroll to a face. Sure, it's so cheap. Lottery bonuses, lightweight bonuses. Our voids are going to nullify any need for lightweight bonuses. No 99s, no 99s. 5x we want. No voids to purchase. There's another face without a multiplier on it currently. I think 6 times triple rerollers is definitely worthwhile somewhere. Probably one of the die with the void. Right, none of the rest of that we need. So it's 1 or 2 rolls per refresh. Numbers less value than 13. Multipliers, we'll take the 10x and we'll take the 4x. Might take the triple reroll as well for another face somewhere. Let's go with, this is a 4x. You've all got multipliers. You don't have a multiplier yet. Then we want that 10x. Now, where is this going? So it looks like it's time to start on this center die, even though it doesn't have a void on it currently. It will someday, hopefully. 10x, 4x. Don't want the passives. I'll take the reroll. I'll stick that on the 10x. Try and get that to appear more frequently. And I think this is just going to be the routine for a few minutes. Triples bonus, we'll take that. Add previous roll to rerolls. We will take that as well. That's a bunch of good stuff. Right, let's start with plus 4x. No voids here, which is a shame. You all have numbers, you all have numbers, you all have numbers, you all have numbers. So we'll start here in the center. We can buy a 2x reroll for a single point. Don't see why we wouldn't. Then just these expensive passives that we want. How many rolls to get those? 3 for that. And then add previous roll to roll. Now I'm wondering if that's really going to kick us off to a whole other tier of point scoring. No 99s bonus, adjacency bonuses. I'll take the 3x. And then eventually we're just going to be looking out for number multipliers higher than those that we already have until, in an ideal world, they're either all 10 or we find the passive that lets you combine them. But that might be a higher tier upgrade than what we get. I'm starting to regret buying that big dice early and not just waiting for my last shop upgrade, but lesson learned. Receive a free shop reroll every 33. We want it so badly. I'll take... Yeah, these are only going to be like 6 rolls worth, so it's not like we need those 6 rerolls to fund a shop reroll that efficiently. So we'll take that. We'll take these 2 10x's up here. Still looking for one more void. There is one. That's excellent news. So we'll put 10x there. And then we'll still buy this 10x. But we won't put it on that bottom face in the center die, because that's going to become the void of that face. So we will upgrade one of our... This is a 2x here. That seems as good a target for upgrading as any. Let's get that void, 30 million. That's going to go here. There goes the last of our weights. This is lottery bonuses. So we just want 110 million for finding extra shop rerolls. Then nothing else to buy. So now we're just going to try and find passives and increase all of our rolls to 10x where possible. 5x is going to be certainly larger than something that we currently have. Got any 2x's? There's one. Now, the rerolls are really getting up there in cost. Whenever you roll a number divisible by 2, we won't. Factor 18 multiplier we definitely want. This will turn our 5 dice into an extra 3x multiplier on those. And we want this 10x up here first. So, any 2x's around? No, just 3x's. Oh, there's a 2x. I think that was the last of the 2x's. Right, let's get 100 million for the factor 18 multiplier. 7 rolls for 100 million. I'll take more rerolls as well, since I don't think we have a universal reroll everything every time occurring. So if I can get more stuff rerolling more often, I'm happy about it. Ideally, we want to get to the point where everything is rerolled 3 times, because I think that's the cap. Right. How expensive is this shop? 2 rolls, I think. Number 13, less than 13. 6 rerolls, 6 times 2 rerolls. Where do we have the fewest rerolls? Here in the center. Let's add a number to itself. Add 6 rerollers. Don't think we want individual rerollers on stuff. 182 million just to reroll the shop. Even numbers, whenever you roll a number divisible by 5, there's a 10x. So I think what I might do now, as we get into the higher priced stuff, is start looking towards re-rolling our free re-rolls every 33. So that's going to be on the 100. Two times bonus. Triples increase. Whenever you roll triples, all numeric values on 3 dice will be increased by 2. Well, we don't care about that because we can't go higher than 99. I will take 6 times 3 rerolls because that's the cap that we want on all of our dice. You have a bunch of faces that don't reroll. Now, where else has the fewest rerolls? You are all 3s. You are all 2s. 3, 3, nothing, nothing, nothing. So you will get triple rerolls on that left side. Triples increasing numbers we don't want. This we don't want. Okay, let's go down. It's every 33. 100 minus 33 is 67. So do we get a free one? Not on 68. I rolled past 68 too quickly, but there's one free one. Lottery failure. While you have less than 6 dice, the value of all dice will be increased by 300%. Yes, please. Times a 5x multiplier. So this is hundreds, 100,000, a million, 100 million, 1 billion we've reached now. So 231 million for a 5x that we will replace this 3x from. Lottery failures, we don't care. So we go from 167 down to 33 or 36. Depends on if they're going every 33 from 100 down, which on the 36 we don't get a free reroll. On the 35 we do. Triples reroll. We don't need that because we have rerolls effectively on everything already. We'll take a 10x and put that on something with a 3x if we have one. 5s and 10s, 5s and 10s. There's a 4 there. There's a 4 here, there's a 3 there. No rerolls, nothing else that we need. So I'm assuming we're going to go from 35 to the 1,000 on the nose, but it might be 35 minus 33 is 102. So let's check at 103 or 1,003. No free reroll. 1,002. There's the free reroll. Number increase 300%. 10x we want. I think slowly we're just going to effectively set everything to 10x, and then we're going to be exclusively looking for passives. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Is it exactly 33 rolls, or is it on the increments? It is exactly 33 rolls. Triples increase by 2, don't care. 10x, I do care about. We have a 4x somewhere, don't we? And we don't need any more 5x's because everything now is either a 5 or a 10, I believe. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, that's all good. 10, 10, 10, 5, 5. 10, 10, 10, 5, 5. All 5s over here. And all 10s and 5s up top. So now we just need to replace the 5s for 10s and we're done. So 69 minus 33 is 36. Went 1 over, but that's fine. Triples reroll, we don't need to worry about. Fewer than 6 dice we reroll, we don't need to worry about that either. Because it says all dice we reroll 2 additional times does not stack with other rerolls. I think that means that however many different reroll capabilities you have, you can only ever get 3 rerolls. 35 minus 33, 902, although we went 1 over, so it's probably 903. We can get buy one, get one free again. There's another 10x to replace one of our 5s. Is there any reason for us to get buy one, get one free again? I don't think so. It's not generating free rerolls for us. Or free shop rolls. There is 6 times 3 rerolls up here. Do any of our dice lack max rerolls? You have all 3s. You have all 3s. You have all 2s in the center. You have all 3s. And you will have singles. So we'll get 3s for that bottom side. Then I don't think we want any of that stuff, so down to 870. No 10x's. Runs, doubles increase. Don't need any of that. So 70 minus 33 is 37. Flew by it. Big spender. All passives will have no effect. All other passives will have no effect. Includes all present and future shop passives. Upgrades purchased from the shop. All shops reduced by 80%. We definitely don't want that because we rely almost entirely on our passives at the moment. So we want a 10x. That die now has all 10x's, that's good. Now, just looking for one more set of triple rerolls. I didn't look at the number before we started. Value of all prime numeric faces. 99 is not prime. We want one more 6 times 3 rerolls. It says adds a reroller. If I have 2x times rerolls on something, like this die here, when it says adds, will it take those 2s and make them 3s, or will it overwrite the 2s? It overwrites, so it doesn't add as much as it replaces, which is worth knowing. So we still want to find a 6 times 3 reroller for that center now. And then any 10x's and any really powerful all numeric faces with less than 13. There's our rerollers that we want for the center. So now every dice face is rolled 3 times when it's rolled, or re-rolled 3 times. Values under 13 and lottery failures we don't care about. So we've been going for an hour, but we're in the home straight now, really. No re-rolls, run increases, none of that stuff. So we just have to do this basically 21 more times. And at some point we have to decide when we're just going to roll down for score. But it looks like we're not going to get into those really high exponential values today. But still, we learned a lot about voids, which is very important. Down to 633. Lucky rerolls, lottery failures. At some point I want to do just a massive lottery roll. As many lottery faces as possible. See what we can do with that. But until then, I think the thing is, if you go into any particular run trying to force it into a specific type of run, you're just never going to see the things you want. There's a 10x. And I can't think of many of the upgrades that we'd still want. Double face multipliers is no good for us, because we have no face multipliers, unless it's these. But I think it's single face multipliers, isn't it? All single face multipliers will now target your 2 highest dice. Yes, so that's not the type of multiplier that I'm concerned with. Perfect squares, doubles bonus. The value of all doubles will be increased. I'll take a punt on that. Don't need any of that stuff. Temptation now is to just roll in increments of 100 just to get through these last bits a bit more swiftly. Especially because now we're getting to the point where buying something is going to be so expensive it might actually have an impact on our final score. Like these guys. Spending 12 billion on these for a 10x on 2 more of our faces. Is that going to be detrimental to our overall score capacity by the end of things? Or will they pay for themselves over the course of our remaining rolls? It's hard to know for sure. I've seen requests for kind of like a sandbox mode where you could kind of like do save states and set up exactly what you want from like a catalogue of all the dice faces. That would be very interesting for theory crafting. So then you know what kind of things you're trying to work towards in a perfect run. Rigged machine. The value of all numeric faces divisible. Yeah, if I had all these lottery bonuses and a bunch of lottery faces, I think that would just be entertaining to see how things spiral there. When you have less than 6 dice, each time you roll, all numeric faces on all dice will be increased. It's not stuff that we need. I think we've basically spent through any of the pool that we could expect to gain benefit from now. But it's been a good one. We got to a decent score with a decent strategy. Obviously the temptation is to just recreate the 5s or primes all the time, because that is where the absolute biggest numbers I've seen so far come from. But if we repeat that strategy every time, it would be very dull. Alright, even if we see the 10x's now, I don't think I'm going to buy them. I don't think they're going to warrant themselves. So I think that's going to be all she wrote. But I will certainly look at things like this. Add a void die with a lot more interest next time we see them. Single set of a kind plus 500%. Whenever you roll a single Yahtzee, triple or double, gain the same percentage. You may roll one of each type but not two of the same. You must have an active effect for this bonus to apply. See, what I don't understand about this is right now we have 5 dice that are all 99s. If I roll 5 the same without an actual Yahtzee bonus, does that count as a triple and a double for 1 triple and 1 double? I'm going to buy it anyway. Nope, we can't afford it impressively enough. How many rolls would we have left after that? 104. If I buy this and it doesn't go well, we're destined to not score very highly. Whenever you roll a single Yahtzee, triple or double, gain the bonus percentage 500%. You may roll one of each type, but not 2 of the same. You must have an active effect for this bonus to apply. 2 of a kind without doubles, including reroll or bonus, does not apply. 5 of a kind plus 5 of a kind with a Yahtzee effect equals 2 times Yahtzees, does not apply. 8 of a kind with a Yahtzee and a triple equals 1 times Yahtzee, and 1 times triple, bonus applies to all 8 dice. So I think right now we should have a triple and a double. Let's see. Doubles bonus, and triples bonus, and double bonus. Single set of a kind here. Oh, so we already have a single set of a kind for 300%. We'd only be gaining another 200%. So I'm going to skip that and just roll down to 0. Let's just see how these are doing. If you want to pause and check out the math of what's going on here, you can clearly see that it's 4 distinct blocks for each initial roll and then 3 re-rolls. And so we finish out 53 billion. Pretty sure that's where we're at. I will double check. Your score: hundreds of thousands, millions, 53 billion. So nowhere near this colossal number, but hey, we tried, we did our best. Thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying these videos. I'm still enjoying making them. We still have lots of interesting synergies to look out for in the future, and I will do as we come across them. But thank you ever so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Cheers.